What's going on with y'all? Just got off real late. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. I was gonna go live, but I said I'm gonna do this game now since it's fresh on my mind. The Wings aren't ready yet to get rid of Arike. Paige got a lot to learn still. I think people are trying to force Paige to force Paige to basically be the main #1 focal point, and she don't have to be. Did the coach not coach well tonight? Nah, he didn't. He messed up. I felt like he could have gone with either Quinterly or Zaza in the place of Charles. Charles didn't really give them any great minutes. Didn't really help them at all. Krakenamg should have challenged a couple I think they still had some challenges, unless I'm mistaken. Somebody in the comment section when you watch this. But make sure y'all please like this video. Comment, subscribe, share this. Share this to all your platforms for everybody to watch. If you're new here, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell to select all so you can receive upcoming notifications. You guys, if it's we take $1 to $10, you can super chat. But if you want to Cashapp, I have the link at the top of the chat, the live chat, so you guys and gals could donate to the Cashapp. Like I said, help your boy out. Help your boy out. So sorry guys, I'm tired as heck. So Minnesota was moving the ball well. They got the offensive boards. They were destroying the Wings on the boards. I felt like Krakenamg didn't play Big T enough. Big T should have been used in this game. I would have threw the ball to her a couple times down low. He didn't do that. He kept going with Hines Allen, Segrist, and Alyssa Smith. Alyssa Smith, I would have sat Alyssa Smith down the stretch. I would have gone with Segrist or even Big T. I could have had Big T down there. I felt like Big T could have punished him inside. You could have slowed the game down. Krakenamg was trying to go run for run with the Lynx, and you're not going to win that way. The Lynx practice running all the time. That's all they do. There are a bunch of gazelles out there. Your team is still young. Paige didn't have a good shooting night, but she played decent defense. Could have been better. She got everybody involved. Arike was making the extra passes. Arike had a good game. She had a good game tonight. Some people might say she might not have, but I think she had a good game. I don't think they need to trade Arike yet. I would keep Arike for the season, see how it goes, and possibly keep them together. I think Arike and Paige are going to figure it out. I just think we got to give it time, like a lot of people have been saying in the chat. Because, look, Arike took off down the stretch. She took over. Arike is clutch, man. She makes big shots for a living. Makes big shots. Excuse me. Makes big shots. So I think they ought to stick with her. I wouldn't move on from her yet. Nafisa was foul baiting all night. And she was getting some of the most weakest calls. I was like, all right, Courtney Williams, man, did good, but this time Natisha HDiiTV. Natisha HDiiTV, this is the reason why I wanted her on the Sky, because she does what HVL does, but a lot better, and she's more athletic. So this is why I wanted her instead of HVL, but Minnesota already signed her back, so we were stuck anyway. Carlton hit some big threes. I mean, Elena Smith. Was it Elena? Yeah, it was Elena Smith. It was Elena Smith to Carlton. One of them went on a heater, and I thought that was going to put Dallas out, but Dallas scrapped, man. They fought. Hines Allen is good, but I felt like they could have went with Big T. Big T would have slowed the game down. You wanted to slow it down. When Big T was in there, they would get him back in the game. As soon as they took Big T out, it was like, whatever, we're not going to go back to her. You know, you gotta switch it up. You can't keep running the same play and think it's gonna happen. If it wasn't for Arike doing what Arike does best, which is hit these big shots, they would not have been close. They would have got blown out. Do I think Minnesota is... Do I still think Minnesota is going to be... Could they be number one? They possibly could be. They're very deep. Shepard did some good things. Then Shepard got hit in the head by Day. I felt he sat Dejanay way too long. Messed up her rhythm. I felt like he didn't rotate enough. Like I said, I would have threw Zaza or Quinterly in there for a little bit instead of Charles, because he needed a spark. Charles didn't give it to him. Charles just came in and just... She basically gave the game to the Lynx. The Lynx probably slipped their 28. Man, blow this game. I need you to do a couple steals, turnovers, and F it up. Foul. I need you to foul. Man, I'm like, what is Charles doing? Charles, you're selling the game. You're not even making it seem like you're not. When you're selling the game, sweetheart, you got to make sure that nobody else can see you're doing it. Excuse me. Just terrible, man. Just terrible tonight. Just terrible. So, you know, that's just how it is. You know, Minnesota just hung on at the end. Dallas lost this game more than Minnesota won it. Krakenamg should have challenged a couple of those calls down the stretch. The one with Nafisa and the Hines Allen one, that was clearly offensive foul, and he should have called that. He should have challenged it. Now, I don't know if he had any challenges left. Somebody let me know. But I swore he had challenges left. And he was doing what Nola was doing during Unrivaled. You can't go home with the challenges, Krakenamg. Man, dog, I can't wait to watch tomorrow, because I want to see how Marsh F up. Because Krakenamg's effed up royally tonight. So I definitely want to see what Marsh does tomorrow. Oh, man, dog, look, WNBA, this is probably the most entertaining season I've ever seen in a long time. Because you got all these new coaches effing up. Krakenamg, they should have been 2-1 right now. They lost to the Storm because Arike just went left. This game, Arike actually did well up until the end. Arike, you didn't need to foul Nafisa. It was 19 seconds. It was 14 seconds on the shot clock. You could have defended the shot to go for a last second shot. Y'all were only down 3. I believe they were down 3. Now, if they were down more than 3, then okay, that's understandable. But I thought they were down 3. I got to go back and look at that last part again. You know, it's like, come on, what are you doing? You know, it's sometimes I be trying to figure out, does the elevator go all the way upstairs with Arike? But you can't get rid of Arike yet. Paige isn't ready yet. She's not ready to take over the team yet. She has some things she has to work on. Her shot selection was fine. Some shots she could have took back, but I understood why she threw it up, because she was just trying to get anything to go. But it's okay. You know, this is your rookie year. You gals are not looking to win it all this year. Y'all not. So, krakenamg, you have to figure out how to use your rotations. Big T should have got way more minutes than what you gave him. When you're going against Minnesota, you need to punish them down low. I would have went with Big T and I would have kept feeding her down low. You kept trying to go clip for clip with Minnesota. You can't do that. Minnesota got too many weapons. All 5 of their players are weapons. They can shoot from all 3 levels. Courtney and Natisha Heidemann are crazy good from the mid-range to the basket. And they can shoot the 3. Courtney is very clutch. So is Heidemann. Nafisa does her thing. She gets her points here and there. And she's great on help defense. Like, Nafisa's good on help defense. But Elena Smith, she's the key. If Elena Smith can stay healthy the whole year, Minnesota's going to be tough. Because Elena Smith can guard 5 positions. Carlton's defense on Paige was very good. They did it the first time. Paige got some buckets on her. This time around, Carlton made some adjustments on how she defended Paige, and it worked. So, back to the drawing board. Do I still think Dallas can get to the 7th seed? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm still riding with the Sky for 6 and them for 7. People looking at me like, dog, you is tripping, HD. Sell. I can't, man. I got to go down with the ship. I'm loyal, man. I'm loyal to a fault. That be my problem. I'm too loyal. But it is what it is. So, but that was it was sad because I felt like the calls down the stretch were kind of bogus, but hey, Paige is gonna learn, but I think we need to hold off on letting Paige just have the team by herself. She's gonna need an Arike. This is why I was telling y'all, see, Arike was moving the ball, getting in rhythm. See, you let Arike touch the ball, you let her feel involved. When you do that, Arike is going to try to help the team in other ways. But when you just push the ball away from her and your focal point is, okay, we're going to let Paige go off early, no, that's not going to work. You want Arike to touch the ball and be aggressive and go off, because the defense is going to hedge to her, or they're going to try to trap her. That means somebody's going to be open. Dejanay or Paige or Hines or Nalissa or Charles or what's the other girl name? Big T or anybody could be open. So, but I would like him to use his rotations better. He's a rookie coach, but that's no excuse. You got to do your rotations better. Your rotations were garbage. They were very shitty. You got to get that better. There were 2 other games. I'm going to watch that when I get to the crib, or I might just catch it tomorrow and just give y'all the take. I'm going to try to watch them tonight, but if I don't watch them tonight, I'll definitely try to watch them in the morning before I go to work, but to see what's going on. But yeah. Now, I saw the Vegas and the Connecticut Sun. Vegas looks okay. Vegas needs a big. They need another big, not even really a big. They need a forward to help out Kitley. There's some players out there that I could see them going to grab. Shakira from Washington would be good if they could trade for her. Odada would be good, who they played against. I know people are going to be like, well, Odada ain't really do nothing. I think Odada would be fine. I mean, I think she'll be fine for the Aces. They just got to get another big. They got to get some more size. I like their guards and their wings. Bradford and of course Tiffany Mitchell could play the guard or the wing. Aaliyah Nye could play the guard or the wing. Dana Evans could play the 1 or the 2. So, you know, they got some good pieces off the bench. Jewel Lloyd came alive in this game. I think Jewel Lloyd will be better this year. I think when she gets to the games where she got to play against the bigger teams, like the teams that they have to beat, I think she's going to show up. J.O. is looking incredible. Like I said, I hope she stays healthy, but she's looking incredible. And Asia, statistically, might not have the best numbers, like probably by the end of the year, but I'm loving the way she's playing. However, I don't like her playing in a blowout. I understand what Becky's doing, but anything can happen and you lose Asia for a while. I didn't like that. I felt Becky should have sat her down, and even if they didn't have a big, just go out there with another guard or your wing or something, because you do not want nothing to happen to Asia, Chelsea, J.O., or Jewel Lloyd. You don't want nothing to happen to them. Everybody else is expendable but them. You don't want them for hurt, okay? You don't want them hurt. Or Stokes. You don't want Stokes hurt. Even though Stokes don't give you anything in the box score, but Stokes did the hustle play. She blocked, rim protected, guarded. That's all they need from Stokes. That's it. That's all they need. But the Connecticut Sun, basically this is just they're trying to showcase Mabry as the main person. Mabry is a terrible first of attack player or first option, whatever you guys want to know it as. She cannot be the leader of the team. She can't. She can't be the focal point. Tina Charles is Mr. Miyagi, like I told y'all, giving you them old Japanese flicks. Fade away. Jab. 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 Fade away. And she just knocking them down. I'm like, dog, you are a goddamn cheat code. Go sit down somewhere. But yeah, Sanaya Rivers sighting, man, look. Sanaya Rivers, man, look. I gotta tell Brass, man, look. Man, she looked good. She just has to work on some things. This was her first game back, you know. She didn't really practice that much. Remember, her mother passed away to the next level. So for her to even attempt to play was great. She looks good, man. She was playing some great defense out there. And she was doing it against Hall of Famers. Like she was playing Hall of Famers. When they get Anissa back, I could get a gauge. I think the future is going to be Rhea, Anissa, and Sanaya Rivers. Rhea just got to get her, she's got to make her layups and make her shots. She'll be all right. I like Rhea, man. I think she's a hustler. She's grinder, you know, she wants to grind. And she's going to be good. The Sun, them young bucks, they're going to grow up fast. They're going to probably have a good little rookie season. I ain't going to hold you. I like how they're looking. I like, even though they got blown out, but I like how they're moving. Mabry just don't fit. They're going to have to find a way to move Mabry. I know they don't. I know they don't want to move Mabry, but you got to move Mabry. You have to. Mabry is in the way. Hartley needs to start. I said that again. Liz Allen, Lizzie she's just a bench player. She's just a bench player. She's a bench player. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's what she is. She's a bench player. She's not good starting. And plus the pace, she's so slow with pacing. Like when it's time to run, she's still slow. And I'm like, huh? But yeah, Hartley's gonna have to start because Hartley speeds it up. They needed Hartley to speed it up. They needed her to speed it up more than Lizzie because Lizzie's moved too slow. Lizzie's like a damn snail out there. I'm like, damn, Lizzie, move the ball or throw it up. I want to see Sanaya Rivers bring the ball up some. I want to see her bring it up some. I think that'll be a nice little wrinkle. Not all the time because the defenses are a little faster, quicker, bigger on this level, but I think Sanaya will be straight. I like what Sanaya's doing. Nisa still isn't playing. That knee is serious. That knee must be serious. They said it was a sore knee. We'll see, man. Like, I'm concerned, man. But they're saying she's gonna play real soon. I hope to see her. I'm trying to think where she would fit. They might move Sanaya to the 2. Possibly could move Nice to the 3, depending on how Nice looks. I don't know how she looks yet. We gotta wait and see. Cause I don't know how she looked. You know, she looked good in practice a little bit, but that was just some plays I saw. I didn't see a whole lot. They got a girl named Parks. She's okay. She only played a little bit. I like Diaby. Diaby's going to be good. She's a rookie from overseas. That's the coach. I think his name's Mazine for Connecticut. That player used to play for him overseas. You know, she used to play for him overseas. So that's why she's with the Connecticut Sun. That's why with the Connecticut Sun. Diaby can play though. Diaby's very physical. She got some moves, man. She got Asia a couple times. So you could tell she got some moves. Connecticut gonna be good. I like the talent they have. They're gonna have to move some pieces though. Mabry, I could see Mabry being moved this year. Mabry will be moved this year. Right now, she's just trying to, show she's a good teammate. She's doing all the little fluff stuff. Like when she ran up on Shakira when Shakira pushed one of her rookies, which I think was Rhea or somebody on her team. I don't even think it was a rookie, but pushed somebody on the team, and then, you know what happened. Shakira pushed her away. So you know how that go. But yeah, like, it's not too much. The Aces, they just need to get a big. They get them a big, they'll be all right. I like their bench. Do I love it? No. I like it though. I think it's good. I think it'll grow. I think you're going to have to mix in a little bit of the starters with the bench so you don't fully go to your bench because they will get exposed. Like, for real. Like, especially if you go against the Lynx or the Liberty, you're going to have to mix in some of the starters with your bench, and it'll work. I expect Aaliyah Nye to be I expect the Leah Nod to be better down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? I expect her, you know what I'm saying? I expect her to be better down the stretch. You know, I expect her. I think she'll learn. She just got some things she got to work on. But yeah, Paige, no. Paige is not ready yet to take over the team. She's not ready. I know people love Paige, like my dog Key. Love you, Key, but she's not ready yet. She's not ready yet. That's why I said you gotta let Arike do what she do. You gonna have to. Because you know, Paige, they're gonna be targeting Paige. They're gonna be guarding her, they're gonna be getting on her. They're not gonna be physical like they were with Caitlyn, because Paige is actually respectable. But they're gonna guard her tough. They're not gonna just let her do whatever she wants. So, you know. But we'll see, you know. I mean, it was a good game. It was a great game to watch. It's entertaining. You know, make sure y'all go to my brother I Am Zo Media's page. He probably did a playback, I think, or he'll break down the film. I'm gonna try to go watch it if I don't fall asleep. I be trying to catch everybody's live. It'd be hard. I'd be tired. I'd be working and stuff. But yeah, Paige not ready yet. Arike's gonna still have to she's still gonna have to be that one. I understand people are gonna be upset. They probably gonna blame Arike for the night. Arike made a bad decision with that foul. She shouldn't have fouled, but Koklanes cost Dallas this game. Koklanes cost them the game. He did. He could have challenged down the stretch. If he would have challenged those two calls down the stretch, Dallas could have won this game. Like, his rotations are sloppy. Like, look, Nalissa Smith, man, I understand that's Dejanay's girl or whatever. You got to put her to the bench. Because a lot of times, man, she just don't be giving it. You feel me? Like, you should have went with Segrist more, and you should have went with Big T a lot more. You should have had T and Segrist in there. Big T was doing what she had to do. And then you just took her out. That's why she giving you attitude, because you're playing with her minutes. She's a vet. You don't play with vets' minutes. She's trying to get another deal. So if you're not going to use her, just trade her. Like, that's what I'm saying, is like, these coaches, I know you're young, but you know how to coach. You may not have been a head coach, but you coached. You know how to feel the game. You doing that NOLA bullshit and Unrivaled, holding on to them goddamn challenges. You better stop holding on to them challenges, man. Like, for real. Defensively, they did okay. They can be better. Dallas can get better. But do I see them still making the playoffs? Yeah, I still think they can. But Koklanes has got to do better with his rotations. He's got to do better with managing his timeouts. Seriously. So, thank y'all for listening. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys and gals love what you hear, you could donate to the page by going to the description box to hit that link to the Cashapp to donate whatever your heart's desire. And if you want to super chat, you can. We take 99 cents to $10. But if you're going to do $20 or more, hit the Cash App up. I'm going to have it in the live chat. Yeah, I'm going to have it in the live chat. What else? Oh, that video I did last night, people are mad. Caitlin Clark fans are really mad at me. Quita fans are mad at me. I'm like, for what? Like, I be telling the truth. And people don't like it when you tell the truth. What you want me to do, lie? You want me to lie to y'all now? Like, bruh, like, look. I just go off the game. If you do not incorporate Kelsey Mitchell or Aaliyah Boston in your offense more often, you're not going to win. Kelsey Mitchell is your key. The reason Kelsey Mitchell is your key, let me break this down to you dumb fans. If Kelsey Mitchell is going off, that means the defense can't come and help the other defender guard Caitlin Clark 94 feet. That's why last year, second half of the season, Christy Side start putting the ball more in Kelsey's hands and letting Kelsey and Aaliyah Boston do their thing. Their two-man game, their two-woman game, or Aaliyah would set the screen, hand it off to Kelsey. Kelsey would step back and shoot. That's how you were able to do what you did. And that's how it was easier for Cece to get her triple-double and to do what she had to do. See, y'all are so stupid. Y'all think because she put up that 27 or 28 and 11 or 12, no, that cost them the game. You don't want Cece. Cece should not be the number one scorer. The number one scorer should either be Aaliyah or Kelsey. Cece should be the second or the third because she's facilitating as well. When she's facilitating and she's passing, she's getting other people involved. And if all the other players are going off, look at what they did to Chicago. Cece didn't beat Chicago. What beat Chicago was dumb behind Tyler Marsh sat Barbie and sat Miller. And when he sat them, Tasha and AB just went off. They started attacking the middle because you had Rebecca Allen and Onawaria and E. Will down there against them. That's lunch food. Don't do that shit again, Tyler. But y'all getting mad. I didn't say nothing wrong. That's all I was saying. I didn't say Caitlin Clark is trash. Caitlin Clark can play. The problem is y'all don't hold her accountable like y'all hold everybody else. That's all I'm saying. And the thing with Quita, I didn't say nothing bad about Quita. All I said was she's a Caitlin Clark fan. She's a Caitlin Clark fanatic. She's a Chicago Sky fan, but she be glazing Caitlin Clark. She do. She don't give a fair assessment about Caitlin Clark at all. You can tell. That's all I said. And I told people she's one of them. She's one of them people. There's nothing wrong with me saying that. Y'all got to get out y'all feelings, man. Y'all mad about that. And then y'all trying to say I'm saying Caitlin ain't great. I mean, she is a great specialist. She's not a great player to me. She don't play defense. When I was growing up, you weren't considered a superstar until you won a championship, and you wasn't considered a superstar or a big-time player if you didn't play both sides of the ball. This is why a lot of people like people was saying Shaq was a superstar. The media was, but the players didn't respect Shaq. They didn't respect Shaq because Shaq wasn't playing defense. And then Shaq was getting all this love and glory, and he ain't do nothing yet. So they looked at Shaq like, you ain't earned nothing yet. So that's why they did what they did to him in the All-Star game. See, y'all don't know what really be going on. Y'all think that these players were rough. If Caitlin would have played back in the early 2000s, the mid 2000s, bro, she would have quit. It was too physical. You want to talk about bringing the ball up? She can't bring the ball up. Bro, she can't bring the ball up when she's pressured. That's why they got to have somebody else bring the ball up for her. Y'all didn't see that in preseason? I told y'all, y'all don't watch nothing. Y'all looking in preseason at, oh, we're winning. We win. No, there's things she has to work on. But see, because y'all don't hold her accountable, she don't have to work on it. If all the CC fans actually critiqued her and actually held her to a standard, y'all would she would be probably the best player we've seen in a long time. But she don't have to, because y'all don't hold her to a standard. Paige tonight, I give Paige a C minus. She gets a C minus. Arike gets a C. They tried, but the Minnesota Lynx did their thing. They're dangerous. When they get McBride back, they're gonna be dangerous. But do I think the Aces still could beat them? I think the Aces still could win it all. I still think the Aces could win it all. People telling me, man, no, they can't. No, I'm like, man, I think they can win it all still. Now, New York going to be tough because New York got a bench. New York got that starting five. And like I said, Natasha Cloud is a game changer. Natasha Cloud is going to give people problems. The Aces are going to have to make a move. but I don't think they'll lose to Minnesota. I think they can beat Minnesota. I think Minnesota could do well against New York, but I think Minnesota won't do well against the Aces. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of like that rock, paper, scissors thing, but we'll see. I think the Aces won't do well against New York, but I think the Aces will do well against the Lynx. I think the Lynx will do well against New York, but I don't think they'll do well against the Aces. We'll see. I could be wrong. So I'll holler at y'all later. Hopefully Nice Amaro plays. I can't wait to see Nice play. But yeah, I'm going to holler at y'all later. I'm out. Deezy.